All right, yeah, so if your goal is to improve the width in your back, then this entire workout is definitely one you should be doing, all right? So make sure you watch the work all the way through and listen to the tips that I'm giving through this workout. All right, it's gonna be set, I think it's like set number 8 or 6 or I don't even know, including all my warm-ups. Yo. Whew. All right, so back there, we're starting off with some barbell rows, and we're gonna be doing reverse grip to focus on hitting that mid to lower lat. We're gonna do a couple set all the way up to 275, and 275, we're gonna try and do about anywhere from 4 to 5 sets of about 8 to 10 reps. And that's how we're starting off this back workout. Quick 20 reps. You know what? I'm not even gonna do another set of 20. I'm just gonna slap 25 on, and then 35 on, then 2 plates, and then yeah, that should get us to 275, and then we'll start there. So one of the things I'm doing here as I warm up to really open up my back is that on the stretch portion, I'm slightly, but you gotta be very careful when you do this because you still wanna make sure that you're bracing properly to protect your back as you do this. But anyways, when I go down with my rows, I'm keeping my core tight, keeping that lower back stable, but I'm allowing the weight to pull on the stretch portion. I'm allowing the weight to pull my shoulders into full protraction in the front to really open up those lats and really get a good stretch, right? But you gotta be very careful because if you don't focus on maintaining proper trunk stability as you do this, you can hurt your back with this because obviously typically as we go into pronation, we usually lose that bracing that we want to help protect and to protect us from the lift, right? To keep us safe. But when I go down here, right, I'm keeping that spine neutral still, but when you think about my thoracic spine, my upper back, I'm allowing the weight to pull my shoulders around, but without doing this right here, right? So we don't want this to happen to get this. You want to keep this neutral as much as possible, but allow the weight to pull the shoulder blades around. And that's going to give you a much better stretch, and you're going to get so much more out of your barbell rows, right? Because all you guys, when you guys do barbell rows, you guys just be up here just doing this, bobbing your head, and that's not how you do barbell rows. Your back will never grow like that. You have to really slow it down, allow it to stretch, and go into full contraction without that herky-jerky of using your neck like this. I know a lot of you guys that's going to be seeing this, it's a very bad habit that a lot of you guys have, and that's why in the past year, your back hasn't grown much. It's because you're working your back, but you're not really working your back. We got our last warm-up set before we really get into this here. Gonna hit up a first working set. Like I said, the goal here is to get about 4 to 5 sets of 8 to 10 reps. That was good for a set. Whew. So yeah, on that first set, my angle was a little bit too high. I was up here. So I need to drop that down a little bit, right, to make sure I keep the emphasis on mid to lower lats. Because if I get up too tall, as I start to get tired, then that mid to upper back's going to start to take over, which is what we don't want as much. All right, so need to hinge a little bit more here, which is going to make this incrementally harder. All right. I'm utilizing a little bit of a wider grip here. That was better. We're doing some single arm rows here, and this is one of my favorites for hitting the lats. The meaty part of the lat right here. This is a great exercise to target this part of the lat right here. So if you're looking to get that width in your back, right here, doing some isolated unilateral rows is gonna help with that. All right. All right, so my right hand felt weaker on that one, so I'm gonna start with my right this time. Because as you guys know, with unilateral movements, you always wanna do your weak side first. So on the last one, my right felt like it gave out a little bit earlier than my left, so I'm gonna start with my right first. And I'm sticking to primarily an underhand grip the whole time here. And basically the goal here when you're doing these is to think about driving your elbows back and think about tucking the elbow in your hip pocket, right? And add a slight rotation. All right. Whew. Yeah, the left feels tighter for sure. Whew. Whew. It's gonna be the last set of these, and like always, guys, the key to all these movements, especially this one right here, is the stretch. So typically, I know most of you guys, when you guys roll, you guys try to swing so fast and use a lot of momentum, But you want to limit using momentum, especially if you're a younger lifter. That's one thing that I wish I learned when I was younger, is how to maintain proper trunk stability, brace properly, and allow the muscle to stretch, and contract, because both are important, right? If you're just moving the weight for the sake of moving the weight, you're not going to grow. And yeah, so slow things down, slow it down. Doing some partials. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh my God. Yeah, we doing some control reps. Really test you mentally, man. That feeling of discomfort where your body is telling, when your mind's telling you no, but you have to override that. All right, so my last set of these, and then I think that might be the end of the workout. 3 exercises. All 3 exercises are a great exercise if you're someone that's looking to improve width in your back or thickness. Oh, my lats are fried, holy. Oh, they're cramping. Whew. Oh. Oh. That was so much lat work that my left lat started to cramp like crazy on that last set. Oh my God. But good workout. All right, so quick tip. If you're someone that's trying to do a lat spread, right? To do a lat spread, you need to have good shoulder internal rotation. If you lack shoulder internal rotation, your ability to flare out to get that, to get the lat to kind of open up is going to be limited, because you need to be able to go into internal rotation in order for you to get a proper spread. So if you struggle with that, try this out. You're going to get a resistance band here, all right? We're going to loop it right beyond the elbow joint on both sides. Boom. Make sure it's relatively even, right? And then this is gonna help us get into a nice lat spread by forcing that shoulder into proper internal rotation. All right, so make sure this is even. All right. So get here, right? And then allow, keep that.